Hello and welcome to this new video. My name is Reynald Limousin. I'm the Senior Sales Engineer at NetAlly for the EMA region. So today's topic will be on the performance testing between two devices. You can run those tests from 1 gig up to 10 gig. So to run the performance test peer-to-peer, you will need to have two devices. In here, I have on the left-hand side the LinkRunner 10 gig and on the right-hand side the CyberScope CE. Now, you can also use the Etherscope. So if you go to the NetAlly website and you go to Products, select the Etherscope here, scroll down the page to Model Accessories. And on Model Accessories, we offer a kit in here that you can purchase. So there is one Etherscope EXG 300 and one LinkRunner 10 gig. Now, if you do already have an OptiView XG or OneTouch 10 gig, those two devices can be used in combination with the NetAlly devices. So those two are connected to my network, wired connected to the wall socket. Both, one is in my office, the other one is on the other side of the office, connected to the same switch. Now, the connection is done using the top port RG45 on the device. Do not use the management port. This is not compatible. So make sure that you use the top port in here. Now, before we do the setup of the performance on both devices, we will have to first run an auto test. And I've covered how to create a profile, auto test profile in another video. So please watch it out. So here I have run both auto test. I have two IP addresses. So what I'm going to do on the LinkRunner 10 gig, I will go to the performance test, and I've already created a profile that's called the LinkRunner 10 gig with CyberScope. So basically, you just click on that and enter the name. I have entered the IP address that match the IP address that is shown on the auto test from the CyberScope. So again, you can just click on it and enter the address. I have selected peer-to-peer. Another video has been done on testing endpoints using the reflector. So you can actually watch that too. The traffic flow, so do I want to have the same speed on both way or just one speed setup? So if I select asymmetrical and I go back one step here, you can actually see that I have the possibility to select up and down stream. Now, if I do select only the symmetrical, which is this one here, then on the data bandwidth, I will only have one target. So let's go back and select again the asymmetrical in here. Get. The bandwidth that I've selected is 1 gig. The frame size, obviously you can change this as well. The threshold, so the threshold can actually be changed if you need to. There is the jitter, latency, and so on. You can actually change that, but per default they are normally set in the correct way. What you can also do in here is that you can set up that specific device. The goal here is to actually get information from the jitter information, the throughput information, loss, latency, and jitter information together with the target rate. Okay, so this is the goal that we want to get information-wise when we actually run that test, and we can upload all that information to LinkLive. LinkLive is the cloud service from NetAlly, and I've already created a video on that. So if you want to watch it, please do so. You have the layer 3 options here, so quality of service with type of service or DSCP. So DSCP stands for Differentiating Services Code Point, and it decides how to handle different type of traffic, basically ensuring that critical applications receive the necessary resources that need to be addressed. On the DSCP, you can actually change and select the per default is 0, but you can actually get any of the order underneath there. To have a reference of what those mean, you can always check it out on the manual from the device itself. It can be on the LinkRunner 10 gig, EXG, and CyberScope. You will have all those references there. So basically, the service has been created here, and on the top, I have a duration that can be set as well. So basically, you can actually get the second to 24 hours. I will leave it on 10 minutes. On the CyberScope now, I will do the setup as well. So I will go to the performance test, the same way that I just done it here. I will open here the target. Duration 30 minutes, I will change that for 10, that match the other side. And here, I will enter the target IP, which is 168.42. The peer is set up as well. So if you have set a reflector in here and peer on the other end, that will not work. So make sure that you have the exact same configuration. And then I will change, well, this is 1 gig on both here, asymmetrical, so that's fine. The rest will be also okay. So now, both devices has been set up with that performance test. So what I will do now, I will open the performance test on both sides. There you go. Here, on the CyberScope, I will set performance peer, and on the LinkRunner 10 gig, I will leave it as a receiver. So I will start both. And then it will take a few seconds to link. And when the link is done, then it's going to actually get that information. So we have set it up to 9 minutes. We will not wait for 9 minutes, obviously, but just to actually show you how easy it is to actually run a performance test between two devices on peer-to-peer connectivity. Okay, and you can also run that test with a reflector mode. And there is, as I mentioned before, another video that is done on that. That has been done for that. So I can expand here. I can actually follow exactly what's going on, what's happening. Okay, this information can be uploaded to LinkLive, and you can in LinkLive add as many screenshots as you want. And I'm going to explain that in a few seconds what that means. I just let that run for another minute or so, and then we'll be able to actually get that uploaded to LinkLive. So it says here the next update is in 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds, then it is going to actually refresh and update that specific data, throughput information into the performance test that we see in here. So let's stop now. I will stop on both ends. What I can do here, as I mentioned before, I can upload the graph into LinkLive, and I'll be able to actually read and see exactly all the content of that test in LinkLive. So I will upload the test results. And if I move that little Google in here, I can actually come back on time and show on the on LinkLive, I can actually add multiple screenshots of what is happening there. So if there is any, for instance, here, there is a latency that has been, I've got some spike here, so I can expand that, and I will be able to go in here and upload that graph into LinkLive again. So I can actually add as many as I want. And in LinkLive, I will be able to actually see, let me open LinkLive here, the test result that has been done on that specific performance test here. So this is the performance test, and on the below, you will have all those screenshots that has been added. So you can have a multiple one. It really depends. If you say, well, this is not necessary for me, I made a mistake, you can actually always delete all of them, or one that you have selected in there. So this is how to create a performance test on your device, how to run it, and how to export that into LinkLive with all that information. Thank you for watching.